My dear child, I need you to sit down and really listen to what I'm about to say. This isn't just something nice, it's something sacred. It's confirmation from above. I saw you walking into that place the other day. You were just being yourself, wearing what made you feel comfortable. You didn't care who was watching, and you weren't trying to impress anyone. But what you didn't know is that even though you didn't step into a certain room, your name did. In a real government meeting, where important people were having serious talks, someone mentioned you. They stopped everything and said, "This person there's something about the way they dress. It's not just fashion, it's a message." And everyone in that room agreed. They could feel something. You don't know what kind of impact you've already made. I was there. I heard it. One of them said, "They look like someone from a holy story." No one laughed at you. They were deeply moved. Your simplicity held a quiet power they couldn't explain. Some people couldn't even speak. One person whispered, "They look like they've been touched by something divine." And they were right. Everything you wear, every color you choose, every thread that touches your skin, it's all blessed. You're not ordinary. Even when you feel unseen, I'm working behind the scenes on your behalf. You've spent time believing that your presence was small, that you were overlooked. Maybe you thought your style was too different or not trendy enough. But I've made you magnetic to the right people. You don't need the spotlight, I am your spotlight. I put favor on you before you ever knew how to look in the mirror. Every time you get dressed, you're stepping into your purpose. That's why some people feel peace just looking at you. That's why others feel unsure or even intimidated. It's not about clothes, it's about what you carry. When your name came up in that meeting, it wasn't gossip. It was honor. Let me tell you what really happened. A woman in that meeting, someone important, said she saw a person walking by a few days earlier. She couldn't get your face out of her mind. She didn't know your name at the time, but when she heard it in the meeting, she gasped. "That's them," she said. "The one who looked like they were carrying peace on their shoulders." Everyone stopped talking. They pulled up your social media. They looked through your pictures. They didn't just glance, they stared. Someone said, "This person is going to be part of something important. We don't know what yet. But I do. I've always known. I sent your presence into that room before you ever got there." It was like planting a seed of favor in their hearts. They looked at a photo of you, one you almost deleted. You thought it wasn't your best. But I said, "This is exactly what they need to see." Because even when you don't try, you still speak. The way you carry yourself, the calm in your eyes, your peaceful smile, it's not something you were taught, that's the spirit I placed in you. You're not acting. You're just being who I made you to be. And that's what stopped them in their tracks. They weren't just noticing your outfit. They were sensing something spiritual, something sacred they couldn't explain but couldn't ignore either. You weren't in that room, but your name was. This isn't some random moment. It's part of a divine plan I've been putting together for a long time. I've been speaking your name in rooms you haven't entered yet. What you thought was just your personal style is actually a message. The way you present yourself is part of your calling. That's why their hearts responded. They didn't understand it, but they felt it. They said, "This person carries something we need to know more about." While they spoke, angels were listening. And I was smiling, because you were fulfilling something bigger than you knew. I'm not telling you this to flatter you. I'm telling you because it's time to walk in awareness. You're stepping into a new season, where people with real influence are starting to notice you. Not because you're trying to be seen, but because I've decided the time is right. I want the world to see what I placed in you. That quiet strength. That gentle power. That grace that doesn't need attention to be real. You are my masterpiece walking through this world. And now, they're starting to notice too. They may not understand why they feel drawn to you. But you do. You've always known you were different. Now that difference is becoming your gift. That meeting was only the beginning. One of the leaders suggested inviting you to work on a youth program or media project. Others agreed. And even now, there are emails being written with your name in them. You don't know it yet, but soon you'll see. And when it happens, you'll cry and ask, "God, how did this all happen?" And I'll remind you, it began with your simple yes. Your yes to being yourself. Your yes to not blending in. Your yes to honoring me in your walk, your words, and even your wardrobe. You thought no one saw you, but I've been making sure the right people do. You're not forgotten. You're being noticed by the people who matter most. And some of those from your past, the ones who laughed at your quietness, the ones who called your style boring, who said you didn't fit in, they'll be watching too. They didn't see what I saw in you. They looked on the outside, but I had already anointed the inside. Now, while your name is being honored, they'll be watching silently. They'll see doors open without you begging. They'll see respect follow you without you ever raising your voice. And they'll be stunned. Because I'm raising up what they once ignored. I'm blessing what they once mocked. I remember the days you stood in front of the mirror and asked, "Is there anything special about me?" I remember how close you were to changing who you were just to be accepted. But something deep inside told you, "This is who I am, this is how I was made." That voice, that was me. I was guarding your true identity, because I knew this moment would come. In that room, they weren't looking for a fashion icon. They were looking for someone real. And that's what they saw in you, something human, something sacred. One of them even said, they look like they've been through something, but they came out peaceful instead of bitter. That stopped the whole room. They felt the truth in that statement. Because your appearance doesn't just say style. It says survivor. You've walked through quiet battles. You've cried alone. You've healed slowly. And now the peace you carry speaks louder than words. You look like healing. You look like someone's prayer that came true. And when you walk into a room, I make sure the air shifts not because of your perfume, but because of your purpose. Every outfit you wear is spiritual. You take me with you into every space, whether people realize it or not. But this time, they saw it. And more than that, they remembered you. Some tried to move on, but your image stayed with them. Because when heaven marks someone, the world can't ignore it. Your grace made them pause. Your calm surprised them. Your modesty challenged them. But it made them curious enough to ask, curious enough to talk about you. And that curiosity, that's me, working through you. You might be wondering what's next. You might feel nervous. But let me reassure you, what's coming will not harm you. I won't put you anywhere, my presence won't protect you. I'm not raising you up just to let you fall. I've seen how faithful you've been in the quiet places. I've seen how you honored me when no one else was watching. And now, I'm going to honor you in front of others. But don't chase it. Just walk in it. Let me lead. You won't have to force anything. The right invitations will find you. The right people will come. The right doors will open. Some of the people in that room carry heavy responsibilities. They lead others but feel lost themselves. And when they saw your face, something in them said, I need someone like that near me, even for 5 minutes. That's why you're being invited not to entertain, but to be. Your presence brings healing. Your silence carries peace. Even when you don't speak, people feel you. In a room full of noise, your stillness stands out. Because your power isn't in how loud you are, it's in what you carry. You've been refined in fire. Now you shine with quiet strength. And I know, when I whispered all this to your heart, you laughed and said, me in a government meeting, and I smiled and said, yes, you. Because I love choosing those the world overlooks. I love placing favor on those who stay humble, who don't seek attention, who stay real. Your spirit is rare, and that's why they noticed. They are surrounded by people trying to impress them. But it was you, the one who wasn't even trying, that made them stop. That's divine. That's me, and very soon, you'll hear your name again. But not from the direction you expect. Someone in that room has been thinking deeply about you. They've been quiet so far, but they're planning something that includes you. I'm softening their heart to reach out. It won't be rushed. It won't be loud. But it will be right on time. And when it happens, you'll remember this moment. You'll say, God, you told me this. And I'll say, yes, because I trust you. I trust you to handle this influence with grace. But one last thing, don't let this attention change you. Don't forget where your glow comes from. It's me. It's always been me. People will admire you. Some will copy you. Others might compete with you. Don't get caught up in it. Stay close to me, stay soft. Don't let pressure harden your heart. Let me carry that weight. I want you to rise without losing your humility. Shine without becoming proud. Stay grounded while being lifted. Stay my child, always. And one more thing, there's a young person watching you right now. They don't say much, but they admire you. Your style. Your spirit. Your strength. You're teaching them, just by existing. Your life is already a message. I'm using you to guide others, just as you are. When they say you look different, it's not an insult, it's a sign. A sign that heaven is visible in you. You might feel unsure right now, wondering what all of this really means. But let me calm your heart. Nothing that's coming will harm you. I will never place you somewhere I want to protect you. I'm not lifting you just to watch you fall. The doors I'm opening are a reward for how you stayed faithful when no one was watching. You obeyed me in the quiet moments, even when it was hard, even when it cost you something. Now it's time for public honor. But don't chase the spotlight, just follow my lead. You won't need to force anything. You won't need to prove yourself. When I say go, just go. Invitations will find you. The right people will recognize your worth. The right platforms will appear when it's time. Some of the people in that meeting lead many others, but inside, they feel empty. And when they saw you, even just your image, something in them stirred. A voice inside whispered, "That's the kind of soul I want near me." That's why you're being called, not for performance, but for presence. Your presence brings healing. Even your silence carries wisdom. You don't always have to speak, your spirit speaks for you. In that room full of voices, your stillness was the loudest thing. You carry the peace and strength of someone who has been through fire and came out glowing. And I saw your reaction when I first whispered this to you. You laughed and said, "Me in a government meeting," and I smiled and said, "Yes, you." Because I love choosing the ones others overlook. I love lifting those who keep their hearts pure, who stay grounded, and who remain true to who I made them to be. You don't even realize how rare your spirit is. That's why they paused. That's why they noticed. While others were trying to impress, your quiet light made them stop and pay attention. You'll hear your name again very soon from someone who was in that very room. It won't be rushed, it won't be loud, but it will be real. It will be divinely timed. And when it happens, you'll remember this moment. You'll say, "God, you told me." And I'll say, "Yes, because I trust you. I trust you to handle the weight of this with grace. But stay close to me, don't let attention distract you. Don't let praise harden your heart. Stay soft. Stay humble. Let me carry the pressure for you. I want you to rise without changing. I want you to shine without burning. I want you to glow without pride. Keep being my child first and always. And there's one more thing you need to know. Right now, someone younger is watching you. They may not know how to say it, but they admire everything about you, your calmness, your posture, your quiet confidence. They feel safe just watching you from a distance. You're leading them, without even trying. Your life is already speaking to them. You don't need to preach to be powerful. Just by being yourself, you're showing them a new way. I'm using your style, your presence, and your essence to guide others. I'm using how you carry yourself to challenge how the world defines beauty, confidence, and value. So when people say you look different, don't let that shake you. It's not a criticism, it's confirmation. It means heaven is resting on you in a way they can feel, even if they don't understand it. You are stepping fully into the power I've placed within you. Divine messages, consider contributing through a super thanks. Whether it's $10, $20, $50 or more, your generosity helps us share these angelic messages with the world. Together, we can build a community of faith, hope, and love.